a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They'll run with Harris. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, young lady. Hey, wahoo! Coming this way. Here we go.
Darnold on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready to break.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
They can't hang with us.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Kill. Oh, 80. Check. Oh, 80.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
What part of it went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game is starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Hey, tighten down, there you go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Yo, lady, come off the ball, hard. Hey, Echo. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Exit.
56.
Red 80.
Right there. 56.
I'm here all day. Check. Red 80. Check. Lucky. Check 3.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come to my world. We won.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 59, Mike. 59. Yep. Check. 59. Smooth.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And this will leave him a short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. He'll drop the throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
You better be afraid. Switch.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bills 14, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Young lady.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
You don't want no crowd.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Get ready, get ready.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
They run with Harris. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get it.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
X3, 218, chop it.
50. Mike's 50. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Oh, lady.
Mike's 50.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. He kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play.
Here we go, son. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Faking the give, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
You run.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Bandit. Go, lady.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
That must be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Jets take over.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, out, out, out.
This is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Hey, check. Mike,
hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
And the Bills' first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and long. There he goes inside the 30. Complete to Kelly. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
Let's go.
First down, Bills.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy?
Back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ja'Kai Polite able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and forward to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Eluding the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Outside. 56 is the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped. And 80. 56.
Darnold from the red zone now. First running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
50. Mike, 56, right there, 56. All day, every day, any day.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Darnold now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking a pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check now. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go. Mike, check, 59.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Tighten up. 80.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Motion, motion, motion. 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 30, the 20, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
56 the mic, 56 is the mic. Hey, man.
To throw is Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
It's showtime, baby. We did it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
He's going
to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Young lady,
You ain't doing nothing today.
safe.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Check.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the twist.
Darnold now to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 43 yards on the ground. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Rock it. Check. Fresno. Ready.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Ready.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike spot 9.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
58 outside. 58 to Mike.
Get ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but there's no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Man, that's trash. 49, check 49.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
On the ready.
Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Five.
56. Mike, 50.
Yo, go.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the
And 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It got his man complete. The 30, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the Mercury